The town of Newton is really a tale of two businesses. Maytag has been gone for 15 years now, and TPI permanently cut a large piece of its workforce heading into this year. However, Newton's leaders are already laying the foundation for the city to move past these setbacks, but don't call it a comeback, call it the Cardinal way.
Newton is the definition of a strong Midwestern city. Its brick buildings and the towering Jasper County Courthouse look indestructible, and the water tower displays the unbreakable bond they have for their Cardinals. Mayor Michael Hansen not only leads this city of 15,000, he's from here.
Grew up here, went to school here, decided to come back here after military service.
What is it that keeps pulling you back?
A sense of hometown pride.
He believes Newton's deep pride is a sign the city can withstand any challenge.
I often brag because I'm proud of the resilience of our community. We are a group of folks, business leaders, citizens alike, that we don't give up.
The spirit was first forged within the washing machines made by Maytag. The company started here and spent more than a century building Newton's reputation as one of Iowa's premier industrial cities. That strength was tested when Maytag's new parent company, Whirlpool, decided to leave the city behind in 2007.
The last machine rolling off of this line is better than any other machine that can be bought in this country.
Time has marched on since that moment. Newton High's underclass students were not even alive when the last shift left their boots at the gate.
The reason I'm leaving them there is because this has been here for 100 years. It's a memory of this place.
The Maytag name still remains all around town. Hansen has led the city for a decade. His goal is to make Newton itself a name to remember.
Hopefully retain our bright students, our bright young people to stay here and make Iowa a place where they live and raise their family. And that's quite a chore.
Newton's most crucial piece for its future is the same place that made it famous in the past. Maytag's former headquarters looms large on the outskirts of downtown, and DMAC President Rob Denson says he has the vision to match its might.
I understand the importance of rural communities in Iowa, and it's important to make them a destination place so that not only the people who live there have a vibrant livelihood, but that it's also a destination site from the larger communities.
The college acquired the Maytag campus in 2016, since renamed Legacy Plaza. Project manager Kim Didier, who once worked here, soon worked to craft a new legacy for the space.
We're using that to build the future that we want in the community, and we want to share that with the whole state of Iowa and anybody traveling along I-80.
Their largest projects lie within these brick walls. The buildings with the Maytag name painted on them will become a hotel, and the Carmine Colossus right across the plaza will transform into housing. Both could open as soon as next year.
Maytag built buildings right. I mean, they did not do anything halfway. I mean, these buildings are well constructed and they're going to last for a long time.
The concept won $14 million in funding from the Iowa Economic Development Authority last year, but some ideas have already come to reality. The Hellzelig Brewery is already thriving as a hub for the plaza, much to the delight of its head brewer.
You can be a blue-collar worker and you can be a white-collar worker, and you have beer in common, and you could sit down, have a beer, and have a nice conversation.
Further down the cobblestones, the Iowa Wild hockey team helped bring an ice skating rink to the plaza this year. Although Legacy Plaza is growing, Newton's population has remained about the same since the 1960s. The city is hoping to inspire a boom with a housing incentive, which would pay some people to move to Newton.
$10,000 to the buyer. They can use that $10,000 however we want. We actually write a check to them.
Newton's official plan for the future has other focus points: more jobs, more beautification, and fewer vacant storefronts. But Hansen says it all depends on attracting more residents to the jewel of Jasper County.
Newton grew by 3%. That may not sound huge, but it's the highest population in Newton's history. I'm optimistic that we will continue to have the success that we've had here since 2014 and continue to build.
The Cardinal City is ready to spread its wings, ready to use its history of building strong appliances to build Newton into a strong town of tomorrow.
Taj is going to be able to run for office in Newton real soon. That's a nice story there. Taj Simmons reporting. Newton is also anticipating a large boom of race fans in town coming this summer when the Iowa Speedway back open again, welcomes IndyCar racing in July. Now, as for TPI, they have not decided to leave the city altogether, but the mayor says if they do decide to vacate their factory like Maytag did, there are already several other companies interested in moving in, Jody.